What's up, people? I am here with another toy review. This time I'm reviewing the SOTA Street Fighter figures Guile. I think this is round 3, I want to say. Whenever I talk about action figures and I talk about the epitome of, well done action figures, I'm always going to go back to the SOTA Street Fighter figures. As you can see, comes with a little bevy of accessories, and they're all valid accessories. They're things that, they help heighten the experience of having a figure of Guile. Guile is my favorite Street Fighter, period. Design is simple, and it's kind of ironic because he was made to appeal to us here in the US, but he reminds me of old school action heroes. This figure doesn't have 100% perfect articulation in terms of in comparison to the SH Figure Arts figures and whatnot, but he has just about perfect articulation. Almost everything you've seen him do in the games, you can put him in that pose. And if you can't, you can put him in a pose that's really close. The figure has a nice weighty feel to it, so you can tell that he's not just plain and hollow and made of cheap plastics. The paint job is insanely well done. Paint doesn't chip off when you move limbs and things like the Marvel Select figures. I just got the Marvel Select Thor, and it's riddled with parts of Thor's body. When joints rub up against the joint rubs up against the body, you get paint rubs. You don't get that with Guile. It's perfectly done. His hair is recreated properly. He's got the dog tags that are separate. They're not part of the sculpt, which you can see. He's got the tattoos of the flag of the USA. It's perfect Guile. His face doesn't look like a bird like the NECA one. And I have the NECA one. I actually have 2 of those. They're on sale at Toys R Us, but this one has the proper kind of articulation for a good action figure. Not just a collector figure, not just a display piece, but an action figure. Something that if you got this for your kids, or if you're a big kid and you still like to play with these things, and I do it every now and then with my son, we take out all the figures and just go at it. You can do that with this figure, and it will stand up to what you do with him. If you want your character to kick somebody in the face and you make him kick someone in the face, this toy's not going to fall apart. It's just awesome. We've come up with some crazy fights and choreography to go at the fights just to see if they can do these things, and there's anything you can think of just about they can do, and they look good doing it. That's the other thing. What I love the most about these figures is the fact that you could tell that the people who sculpted and painted and had a hand in creating all of these, you can tell everybody at least played the game and has some love for the characters in the game, because there's so many little details that it proves that they love the art. And like me, Street Fighter influenced my art style. So seeing a figure that mimics Bengus and Akiman and Aikino and all of the people who you've seen draw Guile well, it's nice. It's like a mid-ground. I mean, it's more Akiman and Bengus than anyone else, but it's still, that perfect mid-ground. Here he is about to throw a sonic boom, and it looks like a still from the freaking game. Actually, it looks better than a still from the game. It's like a still from maybe the anime. And he fully supports himself. They're well balanced. Their center of gravity is fairly low, so putting them in stances, they usually hold the stance by themselves. There are no die-cast metal parts to the sculpt itself. The dog tags are the only metal piece. These characters are all in proportion to all the other Street Fighter characters. So if I had him standing next to Remy, you would see how skinny and tall Remy is, because Remy is actually a little bit taller than Guile. If I had him standing next to, there he is doing the Van Damme's patented helicopter kick. But yeah, if I had him standing next to Sagat, you would see that Sagat is 7'5" and standing over, towering over Guile, and that's awesome, because a lot of lines don't do this, and that's probably my biggest criticism with the DC Universe classics as well as the Marvel or the Masters of the Universe classics. I have to say, you know, of all those figures, this is the best we've gotten so far. There's a Resource Charlie in the background. He's a really good figure, decent figure, hefty figure. He's just a little bit bigger than Guile, which I don't mind. Somehow I picture him a little bit bigger than Guile, I don't know, or taller than Guile, I mean. There's the NECA Guile figures next to the Resource one, so you can see there's a size comparison and there's a size difference. The NECA Guile is just a little bit bigger and bulkier than the SOTA Guile. There's a comparison to the Marvel Legends figures. Guile and Cap are about the same size. Guile's arms, though, are bigger than Cap's arms, which is awesome because, you know, Guile is he's bulkier than Guile is. I mean, Guile is bulkier than Cap is. And there's Remy from the SOTA Street Fighter figures as well. It's an awesome figure as well. You can see he's a little taller than Guile. He's skinnier, obviously. So you can see what I was telling you about how the scale differs from character to character. There's 3 generations of Flash Kickers out of the Capcom, rosters, various rosters. I've always played as the Flash Kick people. I mean, I can play as anybody in Street Fighter, but I've always played as the Flash Kick people, and I've always dug their style. Guile and Remy are the main ones that I've played as. My little brother always played as Charlie. But these figures are awesome. And strangely enough, Guile, specifically, of the SOTA figures, he's like $10 on Amazon. So if you see him, pick him up. He's totally worth it. The sculpt, the paint, the articulation, the price. I mean, there's no reason why you shouldn't pick this up if you're a fan of the characters. So, this has been Strident. This has been another review, and I hope you dig it. Stay tuned for more. Peace, people.